Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl, the real deal Lanita Skills Reaction Channel. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? Hope everybody enjoying the holiday weekend, like I'm about to do uh, in a minute. About to go get me some little outfits to wear for three different occasions. I gotta go to church Sunday. I was invited to a church to my son's church Sunday. And y'all he ain't but 27. And I'm gonna go to my I got a co-worker having a cookout on Monday. And then it's a cookout I gotta go to on my family side on 4th of July that Wednesday. Is it 4th of July on Wednesday or Tuesday? I better make sure I look at the calendar. But yeah, but there's gonna be some decision, real deal, that I got to make to adjust with the holiday. Yeah. Because when the holiday come up, you got to be able to determine what is what. Because there's gonna be a lot of people happy joy and they want to enjoy the fireworks, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, they want to enjoy the fireworks. And then also, you don't want nobody to get confused with the fireworks and the gun violence. You know what I mean? But what my main thing is, I want everybody to try to prevent violence from that day. Okay, so my heading, my topic is um, my topic this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and don't forget, my people, please, real deals. Cause y'all the realest. You got to be on. You got to, in order to be on this channel right here. You can't be fake. You got to keep it real. You got to be yourself. You got to be you, and not nobody else. Whether you young, middle age, or older, be yourself and love who you are. Because if you're not yourself, then you portrayed to be someone else. So if you ain't real, you can't be around me. Because I'm going to keep it real and 100. Now, my content today is about rapper YNW Melly. I put YNW Melly for a reason. Because it's something that I see inside that young man to where he was young and he made mistakes just as well as I did and anybody else did. But this time, what can you do to stay safe from gang violence? What can you do to stay safe? I didn't say not being on gang. I didn't say none of that. I said, what can you do to stay safe from gang violence? So let me share before I go ahead on and get started. Let me share something with y'all. See, it's a different thing than being in a gang and not being safe in violence. I always remember that. Y'all didn't hear what I said. If you didn't hear what I said, get it right. Because see, you can be in a gang and you don't have to have violence on your mind, but do violence come with the gang? All gangs are different. Okay. So y'all, I want y'all to sit down, go get you some coffee, go get you something to drink, go get you something to smoke, and pay attention, young folks. This is mainly for you all, but see, y'all following along through y'all parents' character. See, a lot of y'all can't help the way you are. And then I'm gonna get into some stuff. Let's go on to get into our content because I want to educate my young people. I want to educate my young people because a lot of young people don't have no one to talk to. So the real deal gonna be the one to talk to them and educate them, okay? Because I love everyone, regardless of what they've been through. Cause I was fast. So this is not attacking nobody. It's about young folks. And the apple don't fall too far from the tree. That means that they are not like that for nothing, and like that for no way, no for no reason. They are people with great character, smart, and made bad and good and bad decisions, and was taken advantage of allegedly. Okay, let's talk. I want to get into violence in our society. I look at each one that I observe, every young man that gets locked up when they show their profile, when they show their photo. So you can't judge a book by a cover. You can't just look at somebody and say what they will and won't do or how they are. You can't you can't judge. You got to stop judging people from the way they look. Cause I don't be misjudged. So I can understand how I'm grown and being a young person, I can understand how they've been judged. So let's talk about violence in society. Okay. And I chose Melly because I don't. I number one thing I don't condone their affinity, and I don't want them to. I want them to get the right man. I'm not saying he's the wrong man. I want them to get help. They need help. Whoever did this need help. Okay. One thing I know is you notice if you real deal because y'all know what my topics are. The news is filled with stories of violence. Mm-hmm. You got all these different movies. You got these videos, and all you hear in the videos and computer games show violence. Think about what the real deal just said. She said the news is filled with stories of violence. They are in movies, many of movies, y'all. They are in videos, and they're on computer games because they all show what? Violence. They show violence. Think about you looking at violence all the time. Violence is a major health problem in our United States. It's a major, and it get worse, y'all. Things supposed to get better, but sometimes things got to get worse before it get better. Cause I'm listening to the young people talk when I go inside their world, cause I've been around their world. Cause I had to sit down and teach these nice young men. Why she calling them nice? They just killed somebody. Okay, let's get into it. So the news, well, every time you turn on the news, it's filled with what? Violence. That's how you hear violence. I ain't never been on. You know what? YouTube been around for a long time. Social media. Let's put social media. We don't put no eye on nothing like that. And the news on the radio, news on the television, news on your cell phone, news was in your beepers. I mean, I said, can I hear something else besides gun violence and violence in the society? Can I hear some good news? There got to be some kind of good news out there. Okay, let's go. So, violence is a major health problem in the United States, y'all. The most common violent crime is what? It's right here in our eyes. Here you go. It's these right here. It's this. It's this. That's these words right here. It's this. Assault, which an attack on another person in order to hurt him or her. And when usually they are gun violent, is usually they use a weapon. Look at the other content I got coming up. Well, man, the lady birthday, his wife birthday, they in the house, they having a birthday party. And all of a sudden, with both of them were military, and all of a sudden, they drinking and have a good time and everything. Then he want to go in there and get his gun and shoot his wife. They had an argument. What made him go do that? Because he assaulted her. Okay, he had issues. Okay, the most common violent crime is assault. Okay, that's when a attacker usually use a weapon, right? Okay, that's what they trying to say Melly did in this case. That's what they trying to say Melly did in this case. Okay. Now, whether y'all knew it or not, y'all didn't know that the second most common crime is robbery. Y'all didn't know it was robbery, did you? Which is taking another person's property by force or threats of force. Let me say it again. The second I gave you the violent crime, right? The most common violent crime is what? What I say? Assault. And then I just told y'all that the second most common crime is what? Robbery, right? So I gave you two words that stands out when you talk about violence in society. Now think about my boy sitting in jail. Think about all my guys sitting in jail because they ain't had nobody to guide them. At that time, y'all were yelling at them. They want to talk. Y'all want to yell. No, nobody can't nobody hear nobody when they yelling. You yelling, they yelling. Somebody got to be the grown person. Okay. So the like I said from the beginning, the news filled with stories of violence, movies and many movies, and you got violence in movies, videos, computer games, and show violence. Okay. And then I just told y'all that the most common violent crime is what? Assault. Just in case you don't know what assault is, when you go in front of that judge, that means that you uh, assault. I'm trying to change the word. Another person in order to hurt him or herself. That means that the attacker usually use a weapon. It don't have to be a gun. It can be any weapon. Now I'm going to give you the second most common crime is robbery. It's robbery, which is taking another person's property in force or threat of force. Next, you got rape is forced sexual, uh, okay, homicide. So I put some words up here that refer to violence in our society. You got assault, homicide, gang, bullying, dating violence. Good morning. Good morning. You want some cereal? Okay, go people. Go get excuse me, y'all. Let me get my grandson. See, I got a grandson. Leaving me, y'all. He leaving me, son, to go back home. He in Florida. Down there with Melly. Okay, y'all. Thanks for being patient. Now, what I just did that a lot of women wouldn't do. My grandson ate before, so what I did was stop what I had to do and go feed him. That's what the men's talking about. You been on that? They been when the men say you been on that social media all day, you ain't fed them children. Stop what I did. I stopped what I did and went and took care of business. Now let's get back where we coming from. Lanita just gave y'all, excuse me, y'all trying to catch my breath. Two kind of crimes. I gave y'all common violent crime. I said that was assault. The second most common crime is robbery. Okay, now let's skip on down. Homicide. Think about the cases that this young man right here going through right now. Allegedly, he may not be the shooter. Somebody can be covered up from him. We got to know everything. Okay, homicide is a violent crime that results in the death of another person. Just in case you don't know, when you hear it in court, this is what homicide is. Every jail that you go to, you're gonna have somebody, Allah, gonna sit down and tell them what to say in jail. They're gonna tell them how to pray. They're gonna tell them a lot of little stuff because of the choices that not the choices that they made, but what they are charged for. So homicide is a violent crime that results in the death of another person. It is the least violent crime. This crime is called what? Murder. This is what they're trying to get YNW Melly on, young people. So I gave you three different things, three different crimes. The first crime, young people, I gave you a violent crime, which is assault. Okay, that means attacking another person with a weapon. Okay, I gave you the second most common crime. I said robbery, right? Which is taking another person's property to force or the threat of a force. I gave you homicide. Homicide is a violence that results in the death of another person. It's the least. You would think it would be the first. It is the least common violent crime. This crime is also called murder. Ain't that something? That's the least common violent crime in the United States. Now, we got to keep our young people straight. Some the young people use violence to get results from their peers or demonstrate independence from adults. Y'all didn't hear me. See, we can't just keep looking at them as negative, because you got some of them got to do this, y'all. Some of these teens has to do this because they ain't getting it at home. So what I just said, some teens use violence to get respect from peers, demonstrate independence from adults. Because look, you got to get out of here. Go, leave. Don't come back here no more. He ain't but like 15, 16 years old, 14-year-old. Boy, that's how you do. You can't lay around this house. You don't want to go to school. Get out. Independence, parents. Now I got to do what I got to do because I don't got kicked out the house. I ain't even just in the ninth grade. Okay. Now they want to get respect from their friends because every time I turn around you, they think I'm weak, man. They think I'm weak. I'm tired of these folks messing with me. That all they do is pick on me up here. Now I need somebody. Then you go get him some more friends, peers. I just told y'all that this some teen use violence to get these things. Some young people get violence to get respect from their peers. Let's look at the picture. Let's look at the picture, parents, and understand to respect from their peers and demonstrate independence from adults. It's a lot of these young boys got their own places, got their own jobs too. Some young people use it when they have too few choices. Y'all didn't hear me. Violence come along with them because some of them use it when they have few choices and feel controlled by others. This is real. This is why some team, I'm giving y'all information out here and facts. Why young people use violence. Okay, I just said young people use violence to respect from their peers or demonstrate independence from adults. Some use it when they have too few choices and feel controlled by others. People, it's common. Most of the things that I'm speaking about is common for teens who have seen violence in their home to use violence. You're not understanding, adults, parents. You're not understanding. I just gave you some facts. The last part I just said, it is common for teens who have seen violence in their home to use what? Yes. Yes. So the real deal just gave y'all some information, the, the reason why teens use violence. You don't want to believe, oh man, no, man, no. I just told you. I said some teens use violence to get respect from their peers or demonstrate independence from adults. Some use it when they have too few choices and feel controlled by others. It is common for teens who have seen violence in their home to use violence. We got to get parenting back together. We got to get parenting back together because you're talking about a 14-year-old boy choosing, making a choice and a decision whether he didn't want to make it or not. Now who gonna feel who gonna help them? Who gonna help them? Cause man, the home need help. They got siblings, they got to take care. Independence, y'all. Now, let's talk about, since we just not talk, we just discovered, we just spoke about the violence in society. I just gave y'all a whole list, okay? Violence is the major health problem in the United States. I just gave y'all great information. I just gave y'all great information. If you missed this live, you got to go back and listen to it. Legit information. Because I see what's going on in my young people. I see talent. I see hurt. I see love. I see violence. I see control, independence. I see peer pressure. And I see home. Now, y'all, that information, the real deal just gave y'all. I'm going to give y'all the factors that contribute to violence. I see, I saw a lot of things in the morning, early morning, all the different games, y'all. All the I had a young person call me last night. They said, "Do you remember when da 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 da?" And I sent them to you, and you sent them back to me. And I said the only thing I had to do was make a decision and a choice since I was the head person, and I had to delete that person off the team. Y'all got one thing y'all got to remember. There are factors that contribute to violence. Okay? I said contribute to violence. I used to say contribute. My thing, the reason why I'm coming out with this, y'all, because I cannot lose no more of my young men. I cannot use my young. I cannot. I got to get them out of jail. There's so many. Not only Melly, it's thousands of our young men's going to jail. And when I look at these dudes, I like this. This not what they want to do. This is not that. They don't want to be in jail. They were young. Okay, let's go. People who commit violence acts may not have learned to deal with feelings such as anger in a helpful way, people. I just gave y'all some information right there. It coming from home. It's something ain't right. Something ain't right. I saw something on television the other day, and the young man said, "My mama said she don't like me." And she said I'm this, that she said I'm this, and I'm said I'm that. When the mama came on the show, y'all, I listen. I'm a listener. So I listen to young people when they come and talk to me. And I give them great advices. Now that lady came on that show, y'all. She got to acting loud, wild. She was loud up here the whole time. She was up here. Coming on a show, yelling at her son. I like, she gave me a headache. The boy didn't give me no headache. The mama gave me a headache. I said, why is she talking to her son like that? See, this is the tone that I use when I talk to my children, grown children. Like I told y'all, the youngest one, 27. We don't yell at each other. We talk. I may not agree with what they say. They may not agree with what I say, but I talk to them. That lady yelled at her son, and later then she gonna fake and hug him. Y'all could have did this at home. If only someone could have listened. Okay, let's get back. People who commit violence acts may not have learned to deal with feelings such as anger in a helpful way. See, I could be angry and y'all be saying, Lanita, why you always laugh? Now I would like that when I was coming up, and I would like that in relationships to make the well. Sometimes it's they didn't understand. It's not a laugh. It's something in our family. I don't know. Other causes of violence include prejudice, the availability of weapons. Y'all didn't hear me. The availability of weapons. Causes of violence include prejudice, the availability of weapons, peer pressure, and alcohol and other drugs. We can't leave that out, young people, when it comes down to violence. We can't. We can't. This what contributes to violence, y'all. The availability of weapons, prejudice, peer pressure, alcohol, and other drugs. I did a video coming out, or is it already out? Dude was high for something. Well, it didn't offend me of him the way he was talking, because if I know a person, a young person, is on a different level of his actions, I don't attack him. If I know he's high and I feel like he on another level of speed or something, I don't try to argue with him. Well, I don't hang up the phone. I'm gonna let him calm down. How's he gonna calm down? I know he on a different level. You know what I mean? Don't do that, y'all. I'm not about to keep talking, let him get more up and up. Why some entertainment and I know he high. But that's what we do, don't we, y'all? We mess with them when they high. We know they high. But that's what we do. Oh, boy, here we go. I'm about to get here. I got to hit about. So they got to get everything out because they don't know they're getting everything out, but they do know some things that they saying, and they got to get it out because you the type of person won't let them get it in. Y'all have to understand. I understand them. And resilience plays a big role in this. Okay, let's finish. So the other causes of violence include prejudice, availability of weapons. That means that I can get it. I can get, hey, mom, can you give me? I wish one of my children would call me and ask me to get him a weapon. That's what happened to Melly. Called his mama. I don't know what made him call his mom and ask his mom, tell his mama he needed a Uzi. Or what is a Glock. It's the reason why he did it. I just told y'all. I just told y'all that it is common for teens who have seen violence in their home to use violence. He was a teen then. I wish you would call me. I know about Glock, but you better call somebody else before you call me. I'm not about to give you no Glock to go out there and commit crime because I love you. But one thing we got to realize, people, choices and decisions that you make in life is going to have to be very important. But who can tell me that a 15 or 14 or 16-year old can make choices on their own? Y'all think they grown because they look grown. They need help with making those choices and decisions. So they're going to take it upon themselves to be independent. The independencies. Okay, baby. So those factors that contribute to violence, prejudice, availability of weapons, peer pressure. Y'all notice I don't say peer pressure the whole time because they with friends that they think that love them, but them just the friends that be with them friends that you don't like. And you could be in that group of peers that hating on you now because you don't came up. So that's a learning process. Okay, alcohol and other drugs. I have heard young people. I heard from my own mouth. I be around young people. They say, "Man, don't drink. I take a pill before I drink alcohol. All of the drugs, and it reacts when you take medication. It reacts different on everyone. You can't compare yourself with alcohol to other drugs. To you, it may not do me like that. It may not do you like that. It's going to make you react different. It's in all cases, crime cases that we have covered. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to get into this. Many young people who engage. Let's see, Melly is one of my key product is because he alive. King Von died. And they had the same manager. Think about what I just said. Melly didn't go out like King Fun. King Von didn't go out like Melly, but they knew each other and they got the same identical manager. What are you saying? So you saying that the manager, I ain't saying nothing. You just need to pay attention. Okay. Many young people who engage in violence have similar risk factor. I just said this. King Von had a similar risk factor like YNW Melly. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's truth. In fact, it's the truth. King Von and Melly had this similar risk factors. Now, God left. Let me keep him out of it for a minute. Let me keep that. I apologize. This man lived to tell his story. King Von can't tell his story. Okay? Okay? This one man lived to tell his story. One of the friends, that was King Von's friend. One things that those boys, young men, keep saying, young people for life. You know who said that? You know the first person that I heard say that? Would you like to know the first young man that I heard that say young people for life? I hope I'm saying it right. Young boy. In this case right here, when I heard Jay Green the other day mention young people for life, that first name came to my mind was young boy. Are all of them related in the same direction? I'm not going to directly tell y'all that. I'm going to let you figure it out. Young boy, young people for life, or young people for life, something they saying for life. That's where I heard it from young boy. Now, I never heard Melly said. I never heard King Von said it. But I heard Jay Green say it to 100K, 100 track to track. Young people for life. That's young boy thing. So y'all gonna have to look at this whole rap game right here. Whole situation. Sound like a big Rico to me. See, internet is gonna get them their downfall because Jay Green said too much on the internet that he shouldn't even be saying. Track acting scary, but he portrayed him as getting the young people to talk. We don't need our young people locked up. We don't need we need to stop setting our young people up. The whole conversation I sat there and heard Track say on the video that I got out, go back and look at it. He the boy used the mind game on him because he knew Track was gonna use mind game on him for Melly's case, y'all. These boys not getting on the internet for nothing. They know the law on the internet. They know. It's no secret. It's no game. All of them about to make a page and talk. It's gonna be allegedly it may be a RICO. If it don't, the prosecutor got them going in a direction, y'all. They got set up. I listen. When they put the mama on the stand, go back and look at day 10 of Law and Crime. The mama proved without looking who voice she heard. That was her ex-son-in-law, Melly's voice. Snapchat is a groupie. Y'all, okay. Just go look at them videos. I'm not putting the videos out for men, and I'm not going to talk straight out. Now, many teens who engage in violence have similar risk. I already said that. King Von, Melly. All these rappers. risk factors are similar. Now, these risk factor that I'm gonna talk to y'all about is includes engaging in risky behaviors. It was a risky behavior that happened to uh, Juvie and Sack Chase. I'm not saying they was the greatest young men in the world. I'm not saying Melly was the greatest young man in the world. I ain't saying none of them boys was the greatest young men in the world, but they all had something in common. They all had something in common. Because I'm listening to the young people being misled. They sitting there saying, oh, bullying. See, all this bullying, they was bullying. Melly ain't no easy man. Sat Chase wasn't no easy man. Juvie was no easy man. Cortland wasn't no easy, but they got something in common, y'all. Engaging in risky behavior, having parents who are violent. Now on day 10, on day 4, the mama sat on the stand and said, the mama sat on the stand and said, my husband locked up. My daughter done been locked up. That's the one used to go with Melly. The mama took the daughter over there to the mama took the daughter and Melly over there to Fredo. Fredo, I may be saying Fredo house. See y'all. Then you had Fredo and young boy going at each other. Pay attention. If I'm my age and I'm paying attention to this, cause I'm a good listener, I listen to young people. Oh, it's a relationship. Okay. So having parents who are violent, committing crimes when they were young. These are risk factors, y'all, which includes engaging in risky behaviors, having parents who are violent, committing crimes when they were younger, seeing violence as an acceptable way to behave. I just gave you four. It's four. The four that I can remember. But it's more. It got to be done built up since then. No risky behavior has got to be. These are my important risky behaviors that I see within the young people that engaging in risky behavior. These are some of the risk factors. They engaging in risky behavior, having parents who are violent, committing crime when they were young, seeing violence as an acceptable way to behave. I got to behave this way to be my way. Okay. Many teens who have these risk factors are not violent. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. Listen to what I just said. I just gave y'all some risk factors that includes engaging in violence. I said engaging. I said risk factors. These are risk factors. I said engaging in risky behaviors, having parents who are violent, committing crimes when they were younger, seeing violence as a little acceptable way to behave. And I just said these risk factors are not violent. These young people right here, these teens right here, you have these they have these kind of risky behaviors right here. They are not violent. They know how to. They just want to succeed. They young. That's why you're supposed to have parents. I ain't said just to have the grandparent. Grandparent can't be raising all these young folks like that. They a lot of these boys raised by their grandparent, and they love their grandparent. They did good for their grandparent, but they had to play a role as an adult, independent adult in this road. Okay, now let's move on. Gangs. Gangs is a group of young people who come together to take part in illegal activities. Melly was in a game, allegedly. Vaughn was in a game, allegedly. Every day, gangs are responsible for people being hurt and even dying. Every day. I res- hmm? Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Let me turn on the television for my grandson. Come on in here. You drank that milk in your cereal. Wait, get on the bed. Leave yourself alone. Want me to turn the air on you do. Okay. So what we're not gonna do is ignore the fact. What we're not gonna do is what we're not gonna do. What we're not gonna do. Listen. What we're not gonna do. Okay, here we go. I got thrown. I had to help my grandson. Okay. Welcome to the chat. A gang is a group of young people come together to take part in illegal activities. I say illegal activities. Illegal activities. I could do something illegal, be with my folks. I could be with my folks and I don't have to do nothing illegal. I'm underage, so if I'm drinking and I'm 14, I am doing something illegal. People. Okay, let's keep going. Every day, gangs are responsible for people being hurt and even dying. It could be drug and alcohol, y'all. I could be out there giving them pills. I can be doing something. Either I can do something where they violated me to hurt them, or even it made them die. Y'all got to pay attention. Why do Team John games? Why do Team John games? Now I'm gonna share something with y'all. Let me close down my grandson. I'm looking at. He gonna be the next generation. Why do Team John games? Now I'm not gonna sit right here. It ain't got nothing to offend with game because I already know that I had my young children too. Now they grown now, but I know they was in game. They ain't know I know they was in it. Well, ain't nothing wrong. Long they don't do nothing wrong because you got gangs that's out there helping their community. So I'm not that. So everyday gangs are responsible for people being hurt and even dying. Why do these teens? I got to say teen because all these young men, Melly and Vaughn and all these young boys, they were young. They were teenagers doing all this. Not just why do teens join gangs? Joining a gang of being part of something. Because you got a lot of fathers out there, young fathers out there, don't even communicate with their own sons. They don't want to raise their son. They don't want to talk to them. They need manpower to get on their sons. Women step back and let him get on his son. Let him talk to his son. We need the fathers in these children's lives. That's what we need. They need love too. They need someone to talk to. We ain't said beat on them. We said talk to them. Okay. A game may give teens a sense of being a part of something. Okay. It may make them feel more adults. Some of them gang members can take care of you and and their family. Some of them out there rapping, they out there making money. I see these young guys out here selling water. You know what? The first thing come to my mind is he can be part of something, but I'm about to get him, baby. Him. I give him $20. I give him $5. Well, if I pick out my pocket and I give it to that young man out there and all that sun, I get that young man money because he out there in that heat, 90 something degree weather, selling bottles and everybody drive past him. Baby, I don't want your cake. I don't want your power, baby. Him. And when he take that money, when he stands out there and work selling that water on the street, which y'all don't agree with them doing, at least he ain't out there robbing and being violent. Let's support them. They don't want you to. They don't want you to. All right. Some teens think that Jana a game boosts their self-esteem. It boosts their self-esteem. Other teens join games because they think the game will protect them. Stop ignoring the facts. Stop ignoring the facts. Some join because a family member or friend join a game. Stop ignoring the facts. Stop ignoring the facts. Let me go back through that. I said, why do teens join games? Stop ignoring the facts, fathers. Joining a game may give a teen a sense of being a part of something. It may make them feel more adult. I got to take care of my mama and my siblings because the dad ain't around. He's so busy making babies somewhere else or trying to find love for himself. Allegedly, y'all just said it. Some teens think that joining a game boosts their self-esteem. Other teens join games because they think the game will protect them. That means that he not feeling protected at home. Okay. Some join because a family member or friend join a game. You got a lot of family members in games. What y'all say? The game. Okay. Hey y'all, ain't it knowing y'all? I'm trying to stay on task. Okay. I'm gonna put my I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, okay? All right. Okay, some join because a family member, y'all miss. A family member's a friend. A family member or friend join a game. Here are some tips. Listen to these tips, y'all. Listen, young people, because we got the 4th of July coming up. And I got 2 occasions to go to, and they some cool people. They young, they middle age, they older, and they cool. All of us cool. Here are some tips to keep you safe from gang violence. To keep you safe from gang violence. Do this for me before you go get jumping into one. And it comes with the streets. Y'all got different kind of gang violence. If you ain't never been in the street and you ain't used in the street and you trying to hang with these boys right here, these boys over here don't want you to hang with them because you ain't ready for what they about to do. You're not ready for this. No. Okay, so here are some tips to keep my young people safe from gangs violence. Now, gang violence. Okay, number one, don't join gangs or hang out with gang members. Yeah, you can. You hey, listen. If you don't want to be in no gang, don't get in it because it's something come with what they do. So don't get in it, and something happened to you. Then you say, "Oh man, I shouldn't have got in there." Don't join a gang or hang out with gang members. If you got some, if you want to be safe, cause they're gonna want to do some things that you might not want to go do. Okay. Don't wear gang related colors or clothing. Why you got on? Why you wearing that around them folks and you already know what time it is with them people? Why you going over there wearing that color right there and you know they don't wear that color right there? Why instigate something? Okay, so these are just my little tips to keep you safe from the gang violence. It don't join a gang or hang out with gang members. Don't wear gang related colors or clothing. If gang members threaten you, stay calm and try not to show fear. Walk away calmly. Get help from police, some official, or other trusted adults. What I'm saying is, you don't walk up in the wrong lane. Okay? Now they don't threaten you now. Why you yelling? Why you doing all that? And you know what you dealing with. What that you know what you facing. Now y'all, I gave y'all some great information. I can't put nothing else on the games because we had clubs ourselves. We have our own game. I'm just an older person, but we didn't have a violent game. Our game went out there and fought. Yeah, that's right, Tony. That's right. And your children, and the mom might not be in one. That's right. Okay. Now I got to add. So thus far, we have spoken about violence in society. We have spoken about violence in society. Lanita Gill just shared with y'all that one of that violence is the major health problem in the United States. You heard what I said? Major health problem in the United States. Number one, I said, I'm just reversing just what I just said, and I'm gonna move on with it. Okay, I shared with y'all that the most common violent crime is assault. The second most common crime is robbery. And then I told y'all the least common violent crime in the United States is homicide. Yes, that's what Lanita just explained to y'all earlier. And I also share with y'all that young, I'm saying teens because he was teenagers before they became adult. Teens use violence to get respect from their peers or demonstrate independence from adults. Now, I have heard plenty of my little gang members say, I was young when I did that. I know better now. Yeah. When Melly was like that, he was like what? In his teen, he still was a TEEN. Now he's 24. He changed. He changed. We all change. We go from young. That's why we need families. That's why we need someone to talk to. Okay. Now we already y'all can go back and catch up on everything. Now I'm gonna move on. Okay. Uh I wanna add this. I'm gonna go on to do it. Bullying. Bullying, bullying, bullying. All this information that I'm giving to you all is prevented violence, y'all. We got to prevent it because if violence within the family, that's all you hear these families over here do. That's all they do is argue, 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 argue. But I'm more happy over here with these folks over here. I'm happy with these people over here. Okay. Now, before I go to my bullying, I want to say peer pressure can also lead to violence, y'all. I want to tell y'all that peer pressure can also lead to violence. Some teens get involved in violence because they want to be a part of a group. Pressure from the group can cause these young folks to go against their values and do things they really don't want to do. That part right there. Listen what I said. Listen what I said. Pressure from the group can cause Melly to go against his values are rapping and to do things he didn't really want to do. In fact, almost half of all violent crimes are committed by people under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Those pills y'all popping, young people, when you put that medication inside your blood, because I don't heard y'all say it so many times, I'd rather take pop pills instead of drinking. Let me tell you something. That prescription, that drugs y'all taking, man, 300 something milligrams gonna knock y'all down. It's gonna knock you down and mentally have you saying some stuff out your head. You don't even know it. It's gonna have you doing some things that you didn't even know you did. You weren't even thinking about your values. My values, man, I'm trying to go up on the top in this rapping business, but I got to move fast with this. You know, back in the day, they used to say you live fast, you die fast. I hate to say it. Okay, values is very important because and you'll find out doing that rapper end up doing things that they didn't really want to do. And like I said, the use of alcohol and other drugs can commit. Alcohol and other drugs can also lead to violence. In fact, almost half of all violent crimes are committed by people under influence of alcohol and drugs. Now, well, only thing that I want to cover up in bullying, because bullying plays a part of everything I just spoke about. Okay. Okay. I wanted to say this, and I have to say it because this the way we are as people. Prejudice among yourselves, prejudice is a negative and an unjustly formed opinion of particular groups. I said groups. I ain't said nothing. It's not about gang right now. I'm done talking about the game. I'm talking about preventing. I'm talking about preventing violence. So I said prejudice and it's a negatively, unjustly formed opinion of a particular group. I could be prejudiced because you got more money than I got. You rap better than me. You got more high up folks than me. You know a lot of people. Now these folks about to come over here. They about to join you. They want to get high, like go not high. They want to get their values and goals. Want to be a rapper also like you. They trying to be y'all. I'm telling you, it can lead to hate crimes. Okay, prejudice and negative, unjustly formed opinions of a particular group. It can lead to hate crime. A hate crime is an illegal act committed against someone just because he or she is a member of a particular group. Y'all didn't hear what I said. This is what about my babies. I'm calling them my babies, my boys. Them young men, these young men committing crime as young guys. Y'all, my men, I need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all, man. Y'all going where they said you were gonna go. I got to save my young men. I got to. They got too much skills. And they don't know how they got skills. They got everything about them. Somebody got to save my young people. Because they only doing what they gonna do. Y'all have fun got their own place. Now let me go on and finish now. If people have easy access to weapons, including guns, they may be more likely to turn to violence. What happened right there, y'all? Let me say that again. If people have easy access to weapons, including guns, they may be more likely to turn to violence. You know what? I remember when the parents was saying when they changed the law, y'all, law is made to set you up. Law is made to set y'all up. They put the guns out there on the streets for y'all when they changed the law. Now the violence out there, y'all doing what they want y'all to do. Y'all killing each other. Why I'ma stay here and lie for? You're killing each other. The law was changed to affect you. And y'all fell in the trap. Listen to these older people like me. Because y'all fell in the trap. When they changed it, that's why parents were saying what they saying, because they knew things illegally were going to happen because they put the weapons out there and the guns out there and let y'all, they fixed the law where anybody can have a weapon. You know, children like guns. They play with them on the leave a little children know how to shoot a gun. That's how. I just told y'all. I told y'all how. How. I just told y'all. They show it on many movies and videos and computers show violence. Internet. Y'all running to the internet for violence now. Now you got Mo 3. Everybody did all that whooping and hollering about who killed Mo 3 the first time. They blamed so many folks with the Mo 3 case. Gang violence. It's so many folk they don't say now. They saying this person here is the person who did this to Mo 3. Why y'all didn't say that at first? Y'all can put people can put people in jeopardy, their lives in jeopardy, because you blame me first. You said I did it. You said this girl did it. You said them girls set them up. Y'all said that them boy right there shot her. Y'all said the boy running down the street with a gunshot. Y'all said that boy over there did it. Oh, everybody doing it. How, when you talk about bully, you know, and that's a sad thing, y'all. That's why I can understand peer pressure. Cause this girl used to mess with me all the time, y'all. My mama sent me to school to learn. My mama didn't send me to school to fight. Now my brother was a gangster in school. I ain't tell him lie. I ain't tell him lie. I ain't gonna tell him lie. But I was the little sweet little Anita. But I ran track though. I love to run track. I love sports. But the thing was, I had a girl to bully me, so I can understand when your child come home and says somebody doing this and doing that to you. Now, once you don't get the bullying, let's get into bullying. Have you ever been the victim of bullying like me? Huh? As a bystander? Have you ever seen bullying pick on somewhere? Y'all, I seen it in my face being a grown person. I stepped in and told them, leave that person, leave that boy alone. Y'all leave that boy alone. Why y'all picking on him? Why y'all doing him like that? Don't do that. Don't do that. He don't want to fight y'all. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Bully is the type of violence in which one person uses threats, taunt, violence to intimidate another again and again. This girl bullied me throughout elementary to high school. Now I became the my big girls draws in high school. Because when I was in the 6th and 7th grade, I was young. I didn't want to fight. But I had a friend that stood up for me from all the way from the 7th grade to the 10th grade because she got pregnant in the 10th grade. See, I can't have no baby and do all this stuff like that. Because I wanted a future. My values was important to me. Even though I love her, my value was set and goals were set higher than hers. But that was my partner. Okay? All right. There are different forms of bullying, y'all. Let's listen to the different form of bullying. Hitting, kicking. Physical bullying is hitting, kicking, spitting, pushing, or taking personal belongings. That's what bullying is. You got different kinds of bullying, y'all. So when your child said somebody bullying them, my daughter went through that. She was at the high school. She did everything I told her to do for me to step in. Because she did everything she's supposed to do to tell me. She told the principal. She don't told the teacher. She don't told the police officer. Okay, now it's time for mama to give her daughter instruction what to do. And I did it. So now when we sit in the hearing and she had to take the 10 days, it didn't bother me. Because you're not going to keep doing that to my child. So you said physical bullying, verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is just as worse than anything else. Teasing. When you verbal bullying, you teasing this person. That's why they go run to another direction. Name calling, making threats. So what I used to do, verbal bullying, I used to tell my kid, you better not come on and tell me that you fought somebody because they talked about your mama. Because I'm gonna get you. Don't you fight about somebody who don't know nothing about me. So y'all got to teach your children. Y'all got to teach your children. So we said verbal bullying, physical bullying is hitting and kicking, spitting. Spitting is one of the worst things you don't do. Pushing or taking personal belongings. Verbal bullying, you got the teasing, the name calling, and making threats. You got the psychological. Listen to this one. You got the psychological bullying, spreading rumors, isolating a person, threatening to use force. See, y'all didn't even know it was three kind of bullying, did you? They don't know your different forms of bullying. You got the physical, verbal, and psychological. Bullying is spreading rumors. One thing that's worse to do is spread rumors on somebody, isolating a person, or threatening to use force. It's psychological bullying. So I just gave y'all three different bullying, three different forms of bullying. Physical bullying means kicking, hitting, spitting, pushing, or taking personal belongings. Two, verbal bullying, teasing, name calling, or making threats. And you got your psychological bullying, spreading rumors, isolating a person, or threatening to use force. How y'all know Melly didn't go through that? How y'all know Melly didn't go through all this? How y'all know your loved ones didn't go through this? So parents, those your three different type of bullying. So don't say if they ain't hit you, da 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 da. No, because they're so different form. Verbal is worse than psycho. All these are bad. People who are bullied can be hurt physically, emotionally. Hey, they can't take it like us. We can take rumors. We don't pay it no attention. But y'all, this is a serious matter. These effects can be short term or either long term. It can be a short term, all depends on you. And it can become a long term bullying. One way you can prevent bullying, treating others the way you want to be treated. Treating others the way you want to be treated. As a bystander, if you see bullying, tell a trusted adult about it. I don't start so many fights before it started. I saw it before it started. I caught it before it started. Now, if it already in the process, ain't too much I can do. Some ways you can respond to bullying. These were some ways that you can respond to bullying. And grown people get bullied too. See, one thing about it, as you age, you mature. So that's why we need parents in our teens' life. We need fathers in those boys' life. Good fathers. We need good men. And they gotta be their father. Good men, y'all now see these women now they picking these things look like something from somewhere. And I look at the man, I said, "Oh, she like that man." Y'all got the women, y'all hang it. It ain't about the women. I got to say, my brothers, it's too many. A whole group of dudes from Memphis went to jail to go break in a liquor store and steal liquor. But and I looked at each and every one of them. They have a habit. They have some problem, and they are loved. They just need rehab. So what are they going to do to them while they're in prison, in jail? Get them some help. Get them some help. They might want to change, but then they don't. The folks on the other side might not want them to come back there. So y'all, there are short terms and long terms to bullying, and one way to help prevent bullying by treating others the way you want to be treated. Now we're gonna talk about how to respond to bullying. How to respond to bullying. I want y'all to put these tips down. Because I know y'all know one of these tips. If you don't know none of these tips, find one from Coach. I said Coach. Yeah, I am. I just retired Coach. Find one from Lanita that you can remember. These tips I'm about to give y'all can reduce young people your chance to your chance of being bullied. These are your do's. I'm gonna start with your do's. If you can remember one do's to do, that'll make me feel good. Young people, please listen. I'm tired of looking at my young men's locked up. Y'all some handsome young men. Y'all strong looking. Y'all just making the wrong choices at the age. In y'all teens, y'all don't know no better. Y'all still learning. All my little young boys going to jail because they was teenagers. Y'all putting the kids on the grandparents. Grandparents don't got too old for that. They raise you. Dudes. What he goes some do tips to reduce chances of being bullied. Keep control of yourself. Ooh, y'all, it's a learning process. Keep control of yourself, young people. Keep control of yourself. Don't let nobody else control yourself. And don't stop being the person who you are. Who you are, not what nobody say you are. Okay? Keep control of yourself. Stay calm and speak softly. I ain't said speak like no girl. I said stay calm down. Calm down. You ain't gotta do all that to talk to me. I hear you. Start yelling. Calm down and speak softly. Now, dude, softly is more like, hey man, it's all right. It's all right, man. Come on. Y'all know how to keep yourself calm. Okay, calm and speak softly. Walk away if it's necessary. Walk away if necessary. I didn't say walk away like uh not take out what his cousin name. He walked away with an attitude. I can't do that. You can't talk, don't jump to nobody and turn your back and walk away. Not take off, not offset the other one. I don't even want to remember him. He walked away. Walk away if necessary, but don't walk away doing all that talking now. Don't do Okay, apologize if necessary. Apologize if necessary. Yeah, I'm so good about apologizing. I was like that when I was young. And I'm reading why I like that I was young is because I don't probably didn't realize at that time when my adrenaline was popping everywhere that I said that. Cause you don't remember what you said when you all hyped up. So if I see somebody like that, I said, leave him alone. Let the person do this. Leave them alone. When people like that, when somebody apologize to y'all, let me tell you something. Apology, it can be that's the main one thing they want you to do. I apologize, ma'am. If you think I'm the one did this to your son. See, you can't be sitting up in no courtroom key just because you think you winning, and then you got the family over here. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna call you back. I'm live, baby. I'm live. That was my sister. Um, you can't be in court laughing while my son deceased. Whether you did it or not, show some kind of empathy. Even wear a apology look. I'm so glad somebody spoke to Melly and that woman in court, because she made me feel bad, because Melly not my son, but Melly as a older woman, all these young boys, my sons, my grandsons and sons. I'd have said to myself, stop laughing with that boy. This boy life is in jeopardy. And you over there laughing and kiki whispering on here. That turned me off, y'all. But I don't know who mentioned it to her to stop it. That touched my heart. I was so glad. I was so glad for Melly. There was time when the juror came in the room, in the courtroom, she wanted to whisper in that boy ear. That boy got life over his head. And you laughing and keying with him. And that woman just lost her son. Them women lost their son. You over there whispering in here, laughing like that, making that boy. That boy didn't want to laugh at that woman the whole time. I was so glad when they told that woman and found out she had a record, but it was dismissed. But the thing is, some people can misguide you. Y'all got to watch people. So to reduce chances of being bullied is control yourself, stay calm and speak softly, walk away if necessary, apologize necessary, try to turn the other person attention somewhere else. Now it's a lady on my job. People always tell me that you good about cutting that conversation. Now it's not good that I'm about cutting that conversation. I know me. Now Melly told a lady at an interview. She said she said, which one are you now? He said, I'm Melvin. I'm Melvin. Everybody got two sides to them. Everybody got two sides just like Melly do. That's not unusual. Everybody got a good side, everybody got a bad side. That was Melly. That's the only thing Melly was saying. That he got a Melly, he got a Melvin. I got a little neat over him. And I can act a different way over there. So I got two ways. So that Melly said something to that girl when she interviewed him. She said she tried to be smart. And she said, which one are you now? He said, I'm Melly. I'm Melvin. See, Melvin is the mean one. And then she said, but why you mad? Why? He said, hey, let it go. Let it go. See, why you keep keying. People, Melly was listening to what you're saying to him. You're not realizing what you're saying to this young man. I heard what you were saying. And he could think you playing with him. See, y'all got to be careful. So try to turn other person attention somewhere else. Now, another dude, these are dudes. Use your sense of humor. Use your sense of humor on people, y'all. That they can be trying to aggravate me. You know what I do? I can put that egg on you, baby. When I shut you down, I ain't heard nothing you said. You can be in the chat acting a fool. I ain't paying you no attention. You can say what you want to say. I still, you can't get me because I got too much sense of humor. Okay. Also, give the other person a way out. Give that person a chance to get a way out. Either man, y'all gonna do this or y'all gonna do that. But don't make it. One got to be positive, and one of them got to be a lead to get out. Give a person a chance to get out. Now, when a person open the door and tell you to get out, you got to do it. To lead the group, you got to do it because they gave you a lead. They gave you a lead to get out. Okay. Try to understand how the other person thinks or feel. I always try to understand. I have to listen. It's a lady told me they didn't give me a chance to tell y'all what had happened. A little foreign little girl came to me on my job post. She was lost, y'all. She tapped me on the arm. I don't know where she came from. She was a beautiful little 7-year old. And I said, "What, baby?" She said, "Can you tell me when my brother?" Y'all, that took my heart. This little girl was getting out of summer school. I looked at her tag, and y'all know wasn't nothing on that girl tag, but just her name on the tag. It's supposed to be with their names, where they live, and everything. I could have walked her home. I wasn't gonna put in my car. I was gonna put in my car and take her up the street. So then I did this. I sent her up the street. I sent her back up to the school. I said, go back to the school because they were crossing go all the way up the line. I said, go back up to the school. But I'm talking to a 7-year-old. But I watched her, y'all, the whole time while all the kids were coming down our way. And I watched her going all the way up. I didn't care if I had to stop a car. I looked at that little girl body all the way up the street. Y'all knew where I was. And the crossing guard, see, the little girl spoke to me. She probably was scared to speak to them because I looked like somebody's grandmama or their auntie or their mama. That little girl, I seen that little baby, y'all, 7 year old. It hot out there, 97 degrees. Walk way back down there where I was. Y'all, I'm already hiding frustrated. That sun was kicking my butt, 94 degrees. They send that little girl back down that way, y'all. They don't know what she's saying. And I said, God, man, they sending the little girl back. I yelled at the other guard, and I told that guard, hey, she lost. I thought maybe me yelling out lost sent her back up to the school because they were way up the street. I'm way down here in the hood. So when she got down there with me, y'all know I wasn't about to let that little 7-year old. She wasn't my child, but I wasn't about to let no 7-year old be lost. And then I got grandkids. And my kids were young, like that. We somebody had to help them if they had to help him. I don't care if she was a look. She would kind of look like a little Chinese girl. So I told my partner, "Oh, I'm about to take her back up to the school because she ain't got nothing on this tag." I said, "Where did she come from? I don't know where she walked up to me." So I got stung by a bee in the face, y'all. God must wanted me to stay there with that girl. So you don't got stung. It's 94 degrees. The little baby need to go home. So I was gonna take in my car since it was so hot. Cause I was frustrated. And then my partner who worked with me said, "No, don't do that. It's not good to put in the car." I will walk. Did nothing stop me for walking that little couple miles on up there to that school to take that baby. And I said, "Well, I'll walk." I had an attitude. I said, "Well, I'll walk." I was hot, y'all. I was hot. It was hot out there. I grabbed the baby hand. And I said, I told her what I was gonna do. Baby, you gonna be all right. I'm gonna take. She didn't cry. I kept her calm. I said, I'm about to take you back up to the school, okay? And she said, okay. She said whatever she said in her language. So I held her hand and she started singing, y'all, walking up there. Oh my God, I thought it was cute, but she was feeling warm. So I took her all the way up there. I'm breathing my little fat butt. Oh my God. Hot out there, I'm breathing, ain't got no water, ain't got nothing. But it was about that baby, because I know I couldn't sleep if that baby had a came missing again. So I sent in the school. I told all the teachers, I said, y'all, I got a package for y'all. The baby lost. They said, you come on. They seen all that sweat on me, y'all. They said, you come sit right here. They saw I was about to fall out, y'all. I was about to fall out. And then they said, bless your heart. They said, bless your heart. Let me get this seat so you can sit down. Whew, child, I sat down. I said, I just want y'all to find out who she belonged to before I leave. I couldn't leave. So one of the crossing guards, she met me at the school. She said, you don't need to walk back down there by yourself. You look tired. So they looked at the tag. The girl ain't got no information. That's the teacher job to make sure that child had all her information on that card, y'all. I was a caring person, so I'm gonna make sure all the mines would have had their names and information on the card. They said, "Oh my God, she ain't got nothing on here." And so they said, "Who your teacher?" Ain't that's a blessing that that man understood her, and she told that the teacher, she told that teacher who her teacher was, y'all. And when he said, "I'm gonna tell y'all what I did," I was sitting in the chair. I'm still looking because I'm responsible for that little girl. She was led to me, so I got to make sure she all right. And when he asked her who her teacher was, I said, "Praise God, y'all, I'm gone, okay." And they named her teacher, and they said, "Oh, she and Miss Son so Claire." I was happy, y'all, because their teacher, they got all the information on that little girl, okay. I was so happy. I jumped up out that seat. They gave me fist five. You know how you five somebody high five with your fist because of the diseases and stuff out there. I said, no, I'm just blessed that y'all. I said, thank y'all. I'm glad y'all knew how to get her back home. So now let's get back to responsibility of bullying. Now, also the last one for bullying is tell an adult. Like that little girl, she tapped on me. I seen that little girl walking with two other girls, y'all. But they look older than her. But they probably said, "Hey, baby, you can't go home with us." I don't know what that little girl was walking around, y'all. That baby was walking around. So them girls must have told her, them little girl must have told her, go tell somebody. And she tapped on me, but that's okay. Now, those are the do's to bully. Now let's go to the don'ts of Bully, okay. These are the don'ts, the tips you can reduce chances of being bullied. Now I gave y'all the do's, what the do's. I said keep control of yourself, stay calm, speak softly, walk away if necessary, apologize necessary, try to turn the other person's attention somewhere else, use your sense of humor, give the other person a way out, try to understand how the other person thinks or feels, and do tell them adult. Now don't. This is what you don't do. You don't let your emotion get the better of you. I don't calm so many people down. I don't calm. Take a breathe. Breathe. Y'all, that's one of the very important words I want y'all to tell somebody when they up high, to breathe. Because when you're upset, you're not breathing. Okay. Let your emotion get the better of you. Don't let the other person force you into a fight. Don't try to get even. Don't tease. Don't be hostile, rude, or sarcastic. Don't threaten or insult the person. I don't care if you're grown or older. These are ways that y'all can reduce your chance of being bullied. Now we talk about people in general to prevent violence. Because we got 4th of July coming up, and I'm gonna feel good that I did this. Now, the last one I want to cover is this is one thing I want to cover before I go. Being safe on the street and at home. See, street ain't made for everybody, but it's two knowledge that you got to have in this world. Two knowledge that you have to have in this world. That's this knowledge, education knowledge, and you got to have street knowledge. Why I'm saying that? Why is the real deal saying that? I'm saying it because I need to learn over here. I need to get a little education in me. But over here, I got to know the streets. Education ain't gonna help me in the street. I got to get some of this street education out here because everybody different out here in the street. I can't go around talking all like that to everybody like I did when I was over here in my education world. I got to forget that everybody ain't like me. But I'm the type of person I can adapt with streets people because they cool people. They just living in a different manner of precaution. And over here in the education world, I don't try to get in mixed in with the people in the education world because their mind thinking are different from me. I don't think I'm better than nobody else. So I just want to get the knowledge of what I need to do so I can go on and work on my values and my goals that I wanted to do in life. That's the only reason why I'm over here. But these street people right here, these my folks too. But if you can't connect that way, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But those are the two knowledge that you need. You need street knowledge and you need your knowledge over here. Common sense knowledge. Okay, now let me see. Okay, here we go. Being safe. This is my last one, y'all. Cause I need to go to the store. I'm gonna be, ooh, Lord, honey. This 4th of July. I have to cover this violence, this preventing violence, because honey, I ain't got time to be running in the condition that I'm gonna enjoy myself in on Monday. I got 2 cookouts to go to. Monday and 4th of July. Boy, I'm gonna enjoy my life. Yes. Okay. So being safe on the street, y'all, on the street or at home, there are ways you can protect yourself from being a victim of violence now. And I'm gonna give y'all some precautions that you could take to stay safe on the streets and at home. My first one is your parents know, let your parents know where you are, your route home, and when to expect you. Listen, young folks, I know you don't want to let your parents know. Let your parents know, because see, when the officer kind of hurt or him, they got to be able to tell them the route you take home. That will give them another direction of trying to find you. Okay, so what you want to do to take safe precautions is let your parents know where you are and your route home and when to expect you. Don't never think you too grown not to tell your mama that. Now, not like my daughter last night, y'all. She gonna be 35 on the 3rd of July. I asked this 34-year-old woman last night, "Where are you?" Uh, Ma. And then she left like that. I said, "Okay." Cause see, it's something happened. I got to know. I need to know something. At least I can. They gonna come to mama house. They coming to mama house. They coming to grandmama house and granddaddy house. We got to know what to say. Even though you grown, we gonna still know what to say. Hey, when I was 35, I was telling everybody where I was. Y'all need to tell somebody. Don't walk by yourself if possible. When I saw that 7, go back to that 7-year-old girl, y'all, walking by herself. I can't let that 7-year-old girl walk around right there like that. No, I can't do it. Okay, don't walk up. So first, I'm not going to stop this time. Let your parents know where you are, your route home, and when to expect. Stop trying to think you grown. You don't want to listen to it. Don't walk by yourself if possible. After dark, walk in well-lit area. Don't walk in dark alleyways. Girls, y'all are still doing that. Guys, y'all are still doing that. Stop it. Why you going up through that alley and you know that alley dark like that? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If you think someone is following you, go into a public place. Now, the young rapper that got shot in Dallas, I would never forget that boy who got shot. I can't think of that rapper name. Y'all remember he drove to the safe place. He drove to the gas station. They still shot that boy. That boy, 20 years old, 20 some years old, 22, 21, and they shot him up. I can't think of that rapper name, y'all. Y'all remember they broke in his house, they busted in his house. He thought they were trying to rob him. They robbed him. And all that they shot him and everything. And he was on Vlad show. Yeah, him. I never forget these young boys, y'all. Cause I got boys and girls. Okay, if you think someone is following you, people, go into a public place, such as a store or a well lit area where there are other people. When you are about to arrive home, have your keys out so you don't have to hunt for them. Have your keys out, cause you don't know who around. What? Be cautious, y'all. Be precaution, okay? Whatever you do, grown people too, but I'm talking to my young folks. I can talk, I can guide my young folks. Okay? Okay. When you're about to ride home, have your keys out so you don't have to hunt for them. Don't accept rides from strangers and don't hitchhike. Don't hitchhike. Now, I'm glad that that other guard told me not to put that little girl in my car. She said because she probably was told not to get in car with strangers. To me, I didn't consider myself as a stranger, but if she had got in my car, I would have became a stranger. You know what I mean? 'Cause everybody ain't no trusted adult like me. So I took the route to walk. Okay. And y'all stop hitchhiking. Stop thinking got people smiling in your face. Hey, you need a ride? Come on, I give you a ride. I know at that time you tired of walking and your feet hurt. Y'all got to make a choice about that. You got to make a choice, a decision about that before you hitchhike. You got to really got to pray and do all that. When you're home, keep your doors and windows locked. Only open the door for someone you know or not at all if your parents tell you not to answer the door. If your parents tell you not to answer the door and your friend came to your house, your friend ain't had no business coming over your house no way because they didn't call you no way. So don't do that. When you answer the phone or use the internet, don't give out any personal information. Don't say that you are home alone. Don't never tell nobody. Don't tell your friends you are home alone. Cause see, young people, I'm gonna end it right here, but I want to tell y'all something. Oh yeah, let me finish. Let me finish about this. Train dogs, train your dogs or something used to sniff out drugs and weapons. They got trained dogs that used to sniff out drugs and weapons. Schools may also have school resource officers assigned to them. They get to know students and help prevent problems. Y'all, youth court. Youth court is one of the definitions that I have up here. Youth court. These are one of my definitions that I have up here. I cover all of these here. Youth court is the last word term that I'm about to cover. Okay. Youth court, let me tell you what youth court is. It's a special school program where teens decide punishment for other teens for bullying and other problem behavior. We used to call that school eternity. What is it? Eternity school? Y'all just call it eternity school. Okay. Now there are programs out there, parents. School Against Violence Everywhere. SAVE. It's a program that teaches about alternatives to violence. Y'all have parents, you all have the most resources. Open the door, wait a minute. You all have the most. Open the door. Huh? You want some? Oh, and it's no more ice pop. But go get your juice. Um, y'all, y'all got so many resources out there. Take advantage of your resources, okay? Take advantage of your resources, okay? Take advantage of your resources. I want to do something. It's something that I need to do. Take advantage of your resources, y'all. Young people, anytime you want to talk to me, and I know you love me because if you come over here and you say something negative, you love me. You love me because you watches me. And you watches me because you respond to me. You respond to my comment. But if you can prevent from doing something, if you can prevent from doing something, young people, prevent it, okay? Hey, y'all, most of these young boys are good guys. They just make bad decisions and choices when they young. I love y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all 4th of July. Okay? Y'all take a look at these videos and understand these children. They was once upon a time a teenager trying to find themselves. Now they are adults and they moving on with their life. Help our young men. Help these young men out here. We need our men to stand up. We need our young. You all got a lot of young brothers on here on this YouTube that you could listen to them. Listen to them, but learn how to listen. And we got to learn how to talk to in a calm tone. Tone your tone down. Everybody can't deal with you yelling at them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Talk to them. Talk to them. You get on my nerve. What you at me waiting? It's no ice pop, baby. I said get your juice. You want grandma to buy some ice pop? Cause you about to go home tomorrow. Yeah, I took a time and a short time out, and thank you, Tony. I like that Tony. Tony said, there was oh no, Tony said, hold on. Tony said to fit that problems at home to be cool because your sibling is in it. That's right. You got other siblings looking at you, getting away with stuff, and they're gonna try it. Y'all, listen, like, share, and subscribe. And y'all order. Tony, everybody out there, all my viewers, y'all better buy a coffee cup for me. Y'all order a t-shirt. You don't have to give me the money. Go on my channel to my store and order you something. Get a coffee cup, get a sticker, get something, get a hoodie or something. Wherever you from, I want you to. Everybody from South African, I want every New York, everywhere. I want all my people to put my name on you. Okay, so go in my store and get you something. I love y'all. Peace. I'm out.